Laugh to keep from crying. That's what got me through. Walked through all the shadows, still God pulled me through. Life hit me with battles, but I made it somehow. Laugh to keep from crying. Look at me now. I came about the struggle with my head held high. Heartbreaks tried to drown me, but I still didn't die. Had pain in my chest, had tears in my eyes, but faith kept me steady, had to learn how to rise. These lessons made me stronger, now the story is mine. Every step, every fall, now I walk in my prime. From the lows to the highs, man, I kept on trying. This the journey, this the truth, laugh to keep from crying. Laugh to keep from crying. That's what got me through. Laugh to keep from crying. Now I'm living proof. Now I'm living proof.
Welcome back to Laugh to Keep from Crying. You're listening to C. Janae After Dark. And always remember, I'm doing this to heal, never to hurt. If you're just finding this series, I really recommend starting from the beginning so you can hear the story build the way it's meant to. Last episode, things were okay. I'll just say that. You can listen if you haven't already. But today, what you're about to hear is where things start to get even crazier. So, let's talk about it. We were in the apartment, the imperfect apartment. A mattress on the floor, blankets everywhere, my baby girl sleeping in the tote. But we had a roof over our heads, food in our mouths, clothes on our backs. And I was grateful. I really was. My friend went out of her way to make sure me and my daughter had somewhere to stay. And yes, she benefited too. She got to be there with her man. But that's beside the point. We're talking about me. At this point, I was doing everything in my power to find childcare, to find a job, to find something permanent. Or at least something that felt permanent. A few weeks went by, 2, maybe 3, and we fell into a routine. Me and baby girl would walk around together. I'd be filling out applications in person, and yes, she was with me, teaching her what I could, when I could, because she wasn't in daycare yet. And for the first time in a while, things started to look like they were finally going up. But looking back now, what messed with me the most wasn't just the lack of space. It was the lack of control. Every time I thought I had a plan, it felt like the ground shifted again. And when you're responsible for a child, instability hits different. You're not just scared for yourself. You start feeling like you're failing someone who didn't ask to be here. So, just when I thought life was settling down, life had other plans. One day, my friend pulled me aside, panicked, and she said the words I never wanted to hear again. We have a problem. Those words echoed through me, because ever since I left my aunt's house, it felt like it was always something, one thing after another. Just when I start rebuilding, something knocked it all down. I was technically an adult by then, not 21, but over 18, which meant I didn't really have a safety net anymore. She told me that the people we were supposed to be taking the leads from, their new living situation didn't work out. Immediately, I went into panic mode. I tried to stay calm. I told myself, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we can go back to her mom's, or maybe we figure something else out. But then she said, they need to move back here. Okay, so when are we leaving? That was my first thought. She said they were just going to stay temporarily in the living room and we would stay where we were. She said, they're not putting us out. It shouldn't be too bad. But here's the thing. She said, we have a problem. And I don't think she realized how serious that sounded to someone like me. Because how does this work? A random couple, kids, I don't even know how many, sleeping in a living room, sharing a kitchen, sharing a bathroom with people we don't even know. I don't even think her boyfriend really knew them like that. And all I could think about was my daughter, her safety. My friend, she had options. I didn't. She said, let's just see how it plays out. They were coming soon, any day now. And if I had a blood pressure monitor back then, it would have been through the roof. This couldn't be happening again. The whole thing felt sketchy from the start. Taking over a lease, them finding another place, then suddenly coming back, and I couldn't help but wonder, were we always the backup plan? A few days later, me and baby girl came back to the apartment, and it was pure chaos. My friend pulled me in the bedroom and shut the door, and when I looked out, there were piles of clothes, bags everywhere, kids running around, touching my things. A whole other family had moved in. Uncomfortable doesn't even begin to describe it. But then there was him. The man. The way he looked at you, those eyes. Something about him just didn't sit right with me. And honestly, you should always go with your gut. But in that moment, all I could do was go into the room, shut the door, and cry. I told my boyfriend, but what could he do? He still lived with his parents. And once again, just when things started to look up, life knocked me right back down. Well, that's it for this episode. Before I go, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I know it's the holidays. Views have been low, and that's okay. I'm still going to keep showing up for you guys. If you can, please like, share, comment. It truly helps me more than you know. We're getting close to the end of the season now. There's one episode left and then the season finale. As always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for walking with me in this part of my story. Thanks for listening to Laugh to Keep From Crying. This is CJ After Dark, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Laugh to keep from crying. Yeah, I made it through. Story got heavy, but I pushed right through. Laugh to keep from crying.